to second guess herself.
Sweden to serve.
And she will start with the service in this first game to get Team Sweden underway.
Bergstrom had 2 wins in Sweden's 3-1 win over Kazakhstan in the round of 32, so we'll be feeling confident. It's a good start from Summer.
So much consistency over the top of the table. You know, Linda's going to be trying to mix up the spin on those chops. Not too much wrong from Linda there, just being taken wide out to the backhand. Yingsha will try and exploit all of those angles.
Well, Team Sweden's men had a very memorable win over China's men in the group stages, beat them 3-2.
And that will radiate throughout the whole of Team Sweden. They will know that wins like that are possible. Everyone in this arena knows that those wins and those upsets are possible. You can just see all the concentration on Linda Bergstrom's face there.
Yeah, but it's been it gets that point.
Felt very deep, a little bit of wrist action onto it. You can see that really cutting through the ball. A lot of backspin. We're seeing early signs of frustration from Bergstrom there. She is a consistent player from the back of the court. And she knows she's just got to spin it on a little bit more, but it's very, very difficult. You do feel like she does have a very tough ask here against the world #1.
Well, with power like that, I mean, Yingsha looks unplayable.
So much consistency from the player in red. And she's given that little bit of extra time when she's playing against defense to try and finalize those angles and that spin.
Oh, that's brilliant, though, from Bergstrom.
And I think that is what Bergstrom is going to have to do in this game. She's going to have to look to attack a little bit more. You know, if she just stays on the defensive, Yingsha can get into a rhythm of feeling the spin that comes from the other side of the table. Bergstrom's going to have to make it difficult, change the rhythm.
Around this, though, Yingsha, she got that one a couple of shots ago.
Bergstrom chiseling that ball. Just looked like a little bit of an overextension from Yingsha.
I mean, how tricky are shots like that to return? Because it looked like it passed right next to the racket of Bergstrom.
Yeah, well, it bounced up ever so slightly higher over the net. You don't see opportunities like that come too often, but potentially Bergstrom was not anticipating it, and it's that little half long that makes it extra difficult to get the timing right. Yingsha looking comfortable over the top of the table.
Yeah, it's constant attack from Yingsha.
It does feel rather relentless. You know, but Bergstrom knows she's not playing against someone who's going to make easy mistakes. She's going to have to mix it up. She's going to have to do something different to try and disrupt the rhythm of Yingsha, who doesn't often miss or make mistakes.
Well, China have got 6 out of the top 10 players in the world. They used to have more, which is almost unthinkable, isn't it? Well, Yingsha was made to work quite hard to wrap up that game in the end. Bergstrom keeping her in that rally.
And you just saw the positioning towards the end of that point, right into the middle of Bergstrom's body. Not able to fully complete her shot there.
Let's head over to table 4. Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong, China. Ye Tian, who was fantastic yesterday, Maria. We watched her in action, just
China to serve.
wrapping that one up against Ju Hoi Kem. So that one is going to a decider. 2 wins apiece there, and that will go down to a 5th and final match to decide who goes through to the last 8. It's interesting, isn't it, Maria, that Bergstrom is a defensive player, but, and normally those matches are long, the points are drawn out and the rallies are exhausting. We haven't actually seen her able to implement her style so much.
Yingsha's not letting her get a rhythm. At the other end of the table, you see there, long serve straight into the backhand, just catching Bergstrom off guard. You do wonder what Bergstrom can do to even the playing field here. But when you've got shots like that from Yingsha, a little acknowledgement that it hit the net, but she is utilizing the whole width of that court. That is right on the white line there. And you know, Linda's a little bit further away from the table. She's playing defense, which means those angles can be exploited even more. The table is, in fact, a little bit bigger. She's got to make those bigger distances and move a little bit further than had she been closer to the table. You sense some frustration from Bergstrom. I think she feels she can put on a better display here.
But she's just too good, Yingsha. We run out of superlatives to use to her.
All I can say is that she is so consistent. You know, Linda is, it might not look like it, but she's changing the spin on the ball. She's changing the placement on the ball. But Yingsha is able to read it, and she is able to really, you know, impose herself onto the game. And a shout from Bergstrom there, getting herself fired up.
Vladimir. Towel. White one.
Yingsha was the winner of the World Championship singles last year,
1-5.
12 months ago in Doha. Beat world number 2, Wang Manyu, in the final. How often do we see that, those two battling it out for trophies? Well, you got the sense there that Yingsha just adapted as that rally went on.
Bergstrom was doing very well from the back of the court, really receiving those. So much quality in her attack as well, but Yingsha doesn't let up, doesn't make a mistake. She waits for you to make a mistake, and you get the feeling that Bergstrom has got to use what Yingsha is giving her to make it difficult. She's got to try and use that power, and that is difficult when the ball rolls over the top of the table like that. It's a little bit frustrating. Whoa. That really fizzled over the net.
Amazing, that was almost Wang Chuqin-like.
There is no stopping Sung Yingsha when she is in a rhythm like that.
Yeah, 9-point, or 7-point cushion rather, can't do the maths. She's made light work of this second game, Sung Yingsha, just getting better and better as this one wears on.
Bergstrom is gonna have to really change things up, and Li Xuan in the crowd there. Watching Team China, 14 of the last 16 points going the way of Sung Yingsha, just exemplifying how much quality and momentum is with her.
9.
Well, mishit that one though. What did Bergstrom do so well here?
You see, she's just twisting her wrist ever so slightly, and she's mixing up the spin, and that's what you can do as a defensive player. You can play those little float no spin balls and then mix it up with heavy chop, make your opponent guess, and that is fabulous by Linda Bergstrom. Just pinging off her racket there. You can see here, she really gets her whole body behind it, extends her stroke out, and that pinged onto the other side of Sung Yingsha with a little bit of element of surprise.
Oh, wow, this has been a good run of a few points for Linda Bergstrom. One 8 down, she's now got herself up to within 5.
And that is tough for Bergstrom to receive. You really got the sense that Sung Yingsha had ambition behind that service. She basically already stepped around that corner before Bergstrom had even received the serve, setting herself up to take game 2, 11-4. Bergstrom had a little bit of momentum there to get a couple of points in a row, but it wasn't enough. The world #1 is so dominant.
She is indeed, and she's a game away from wrapping up this first match in what is a best of 5.
对，不用拧起来那最好了嘛，对吧？直接形成上旋，直接形成拉弓，对吧？现在这球已经很舒服了，就形成这种直接可以，然后自己发球里边，短的里头可以就上。
Let's rewind time. Let's go back to 2014 in Tokyo and the Korean Cup final. Li Xuan, the player we've just seen in these stands, winning the final against Sayaka Hirano. So, how do you think she's enjoying retirement, Maria? Or is there any part of her that thinks she could get back out there and give Team Sweden a fight?
I think Li Xuan will be very happy to be in the stands and watching on. I think there is a lot of pressure when you're in Team China. Li Xuan did her part, and she left it for the next generation. Players like Sung Yingsha to come in and keep up to such a high standard.
Sweden to serve. No ball.
Bergstrom here is really gonna have to shake things up, and they can wear you down. You then have to do something spectacular to win the point. You can't wait for any cheap points.
Well, it was a lot better for Bergstrom, but Sung Yingsha has just got answers to everything.
Bergstrom's first attack as well against a lot of players at this level, that would have been a winning shot, or if not, would have given her the opportunity to then pounce again. But Sung Yingsha there, able to respond so quickly.
Speed off.
And she really does not let up at all, and that is a timeout called by Bergstrom. You feel like that is the right time to do it.
Ja, exakt.
Jag vill vara så himla snabb, så det var bara...
Du ska ju bollen iväg liksom. Jag verkligen få in den och sen spela nästan. Men det känns ändå som de här tre första banorna, det är bättre liksom linjer i starten av bollen. Det blir ändå så här okej, rimligt att de verkligen spelar bra för att vinna poängen då. Så det är fint. Behålla den raka skärp som verkligen vågar stå kvar på nästa. Eftersom hon kommer att spela passivt på den så att du kan komma in och göra någonting som blir lite annorlunda för henne. Annars så är det långt på det. Så jag vågar spela ut den mot forehand. Alltså. Så hon tar det därifrån. Den är ganska mycket lösare för den forehandhörnen från de kliver runt backen. Men framförallt försöka komma upp i egen nivå. Så är det jobbigt här.
So a timeout early on in this third and what could be a final game here for Linda Bergstrom.
Sweet.
Is there any way back? Is there not even any way back? Is there any way into it? Doesn't get easier for Sweden after this either, with Wang Manyu, world number 2, up next.
And that is exceptional by Bergstrom. A pump of the fist there. She is gonna have to mix it up, and she knows that it's attacks like that that she needs to set up and pounce on. It's opportunities like that that she really needs to take away.
Well, much better following the timeout. The crowd now growing louder, chanting the name of Yingsha.
Bergstrom doing the right things. She knows that she can't stay too passive. She can't just keep chopping. Yingsha will hit through those balls. She's trying to attack. She's trying to mix it up. Yingsha making it so difficult.
It's only a matter of time, isn't it, before Yingsha smacks that winner through.
She is picking off those balls like it's the training hall there, right off the top of the bounce, dictating exactly where she wants the ball to go. There is no respite for Linda Bergstrom. Yingsha does not stop attacking and using those angles. So comfortable on the other side of the table. So smooth with what she can deliver. And a great attack by Bergstrom there. And you can see Schalberg cheering her teammate on. She knows that if Team Sweden were to go 1-0 down, it would be up to her next to try and level the score. And a bit of fortune there for Bergstrom. Just keeping within 2 of Yingsha.
Yeah, Bergstrom visibly frustrated when these aren't going her way. Wang Yiti watching on, Kwai Man next to her. It'll be good to see Wang Yiti in action. Oh, well, she just found fresh air there, Bergstrom.
And right from the offset of that point, the long service into the backhand. pushing Bergstrom further back away from the table. And then just playing into that middle region.
Well, you could see what she was aiming for, Bergstrom. It was worth a try.
I think she knows at this stage in the game, she's got to try everything. Because so far, what she's been doing has been effective, but she's not winning all the points she needs.
Oh, and a triple stamp of the feet from Bergstrom as Yingsha earns herself 6 match points. Yingsha ice cool on the other side of the table. Gets it finished off quickly. Yingsha, straight games win for her, taking the third 11-4, the same scoreline.